Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. In particular, Attorney Deaton focused on the primary reason why no one has been able to hold the SEC accountable for its malfeasance in the XRP case. By the way, our own BitBoy is beginning to have doubts about the outcome of the SEC's action against Ripple. Also, Ripple Bags, a new owner at the Custody Asia Award, purchased Medico, a digital asset, custody, and tokenization startup. To find out the rest, read on to the conclusion. Despite the SEC's claims that its goal is to safeguard investors, the agency has been criticized for its punitive enforcement efforts against the cryptocurrency business. Business elites claim the Commission's enforcement activities have been more detrimental to U.S. investors than beneficial. The XRP community and LBRY credit token holders are among those who feel the SEC's enforcement measures have damaged them. It's important to remember that after the SEC claimed XRP and LBCC were securities, their prices plummeted. As a result, many have questioned why the SEC has been given a pass for its wrongdoing, which has resulted in the ruin of so many investors. Attorney and founder of the crypto law firm John Deaton yesterday broke down why the SEC has not been held liable for the harm it has caused crypto investors, particularly LBCC and XRP holders. Deaton gave the example of the English common law, where a king's officer cannot be sued since the king can do no wrong, to illustrate the idea of sovereign immunity. He went on to say that the colonies abolished the idea of sovereign immunity for kings when they acquired power. Deaton argued that the American judicial system continued to uphold the theory of sovereign immunity even as it granted considerable power to federal agencies like the SEC. Legislation such as the Securities Act of 1933 was enacted by Congress. To further weaken the concept of sovereign immunity, Deaton noted that in 1946, Congress passed the Federal Tort Claims Act. Under the Tort Claims Act, private parties can file suit against the United States in federal court for violations of civil law committed by government employees. The act, however, did not omit the exception for deliberate conduct. Defamation, abuse of process, and malicious prosecution are all examples of purposeful misbehavior for which federal authorities like the SEC cannot be held liable. They don't have to. What Deaton said. Meanwhile, the XRP community is waiting with bated breath for Judge Annalisa Torres's verdict, which might put an end to the lengthy SEC versus Ripple dispute. When Judge Torres will issue a ruling is unknown. But the market leader in blockchain technology predicted that the case would be settled by December 31. Deaton's efforts in the pending SEC versus Ripple litigation are notable and should be acknowledged. Earlier reports indicated that some members of the XRP community had thanked Deaton for advocating on their behalf. If you want to be the first to know what's going on with XRP, make sure you subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. Formerly optimistic that Ripple would prevail in its multi-year legal battle with the US SEC, Big Boy Ben Armstrong now expresses doubt. Big Boy claims that Ripple can no longer assume a favorable ruling from Judge Annalisa Torres. Taking into account recent discoveries, Big Boy said as much in his most recent live Twitter broadcast, in which he and his team investigated recent news stories about Ripple and XRP, as well as the litigation between Ripple and the SEC. Last week, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse disclosed when he believes a final verdict in the matter will be issued, and the major crypto influencer has since drawn attention to his comments. According to Garlinghouse, the issue will be resolved in weeks, not months. There are rumors the investigation is closed, Big Boy said, they're just waiting for an official declaration. I don't know if that's true, he continued. I warned you people that June or July were extremely close, and that it would be fantastic if this was finally resolved. He emphasized that the crypto landscape would be profoundly affected by the case's decision, for better or worse, depending on whether Ripple or the SEC prevailed. He stressed how devastating a loss for XRP would be for the entire cryptocurrency industry. Big Boy went on to emphasize that, in most cases, he was confident that Ripple will prevail over SEC. In recent comments, though, the YouTuber has expressed doubts about the decision. Sure, he responded, I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. In terms of the likelihood of Ripple's success, for a long time I was fairly certain, about 99.9%, that it would happen. But with the current course of governance, who knows? Big Boy, though, said that the community may rest easy if Ripple prevails since the SEC's apparent overreach will have been curtailed. Big Boy's positive outlook on XRP has not changed despite his concerns about the litigation. Recently, the influencer highlighted the fact that Ripple is still at the forefront of growth initiatives in a broadcast. This may have an effect on the price of XRP, which has been trending upward this week. Meanwhile, Garlinghouse hasn't wavered in his belief that Ripple would win the lawsuit. One of his most recent comments on the topic was made at the XRP Las Vegas event earlier this month. We're going to come out on top here. On May 9th, while addressing the XRP community, he made the following declaration. After famed angel investor Jason Calacanis said that XRP is definitely a security, Garlinghouse fired back. These rumors were shot down by Ripple's CEO. That XRP fails the Howey test is another evidence supporting Garlinghouse's opinion. In addition, Ripple's recent acquisition of the Swiss digital asset, custody, and tokenization platform Medico boasted the news that it had received a new worldwide award for innovation. Medico announced their victory in the Digital Asset Initiative of the Year category at the recent Global Custodians Leaders in Custody Asia Award via a tweet. This honor is a special nod to the innovative digital asset services provided by Mexican institutions. Ripple's bottom line will profit from the news, as it indicates that Medico have the tools and knowledge to increase institutional use of digital currencies. Members of the XRP community and other crypto advocates flocked to the comments section to offer their congratulations to Medico on reaching this new benchmark. One XRP supporter has even argued that Ripple was wise to buy the custody-focused firm, given the latter's potential. Medico's accolade follows on the heels of its recent win at the 2023 Global Custodians Leaders in Custody Awards, where it was voted the most innovative solution for digital assets. Earlier this month, on May 17, it was reported that Ripple has entered the cryptocurrency custody sector by purchasing Medico for $250 million. Notable among Medico's clientele are BNP Paribas, Citi, and Société Générale. The company provides custody and trading services for cryptocurrencies at the institutional level. The Medico custody business will continue to operate under its own name and as a separate division of Ripple. In contrast, Ripple will hold 100% of Medico's shares. The main stock market Nasdaq congratulated Ripple on the acquisition a week after the deal, fueling rumors of an imminent initial public offering. Ripple, meanwhile, has been making huge strides. Despite being in the middle of a years-long legal struggle with the SEC of the United States, Ripple established a new regional office in Dubai at the beginning of May. Financial institutions, central banks, and governments are now able to issue their own digital currencies thanks to the company's new central bank digital currency platform. Ripple's phenomenal expansion proves that the company is undeterred by the current SEC litigation. Ripple anticipates a favorable summary ruling from the court. The blockchain firm has promised a speedy appeal if Judge Annalisa Torres rules in favor of the SEC in a summary judgment hearing. This brings us to today's big question. Is XRP planning to go on a tear by itself? If you want to be among the first to know about breaking news, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. XRP has been increasing in value while most other assets have been declining during the previous several days. Due to this asset's small solo run, it has been able to reverse a downward trend that has persisted for the last 2 years. In the previous breakout, XRP increased by 504 times in a year. The optimistic trend and analysis of Wednesday's asset price activity were initially emphasized by prominent charts. He used a daily chart to highlight the fact that XRP had been stuck in a downward trend for 2 years, beginning in December 2014. On December 18, 2014, XRP reached a high of 3 cents before meeting strong opposition from the bears. From that point on, XRP had sporadic but steady drops, with the cryptocurrency effectively printing lower lows and lower highs for as long as 2 years. Because of this, a downward trend line began to take shape. The high for XRP was 3 cents in December 2014, and by March 10, 2017, it had dropped to a low of $0.0045, a decline of 85%. The cryptocurrency XRP was unable to break out of its downward trend until April, despite having recovered from its March 2017 lows. After the breakout, the value of XRP reportedly increased by 500 to 4 times in less than a year, reaching an all-time high in January of 2018. Interestingly, a similar downward trend for XRP began after it fell from its all-time high of $1.90 on April 14, 2021. Despite brief periods of strength in September 2022 and March of this year, XRP never managed to break free of this declining trend line. But in its most recent solo run, XRP has snapped out of its downward trend. Despite the general downward trend in the market this past week, XRP really went up by 11.51%, as was recently revealed. Bitcoin and Ethereum are losing value as investors are sending money to them. This individual run has been seen to coincide with the second and third greatest XRP address activity spikes in history. In March, when XRP eventually rose by 45%, the network also saw a similar jump in activity. It is unclear if XRP will be able to replicate its 2017 run and cause a price increase. Meanwhile, another crypto analyst, Crypto Bull, has pointed out that XRP is currently seeing resistance. He said that if XRP can rise beyond 54 cents, it will have little trouble reaching 90 cents. Similarly, well-known trader Egret has stressed the importance of XRP's daily closing price being over 55 cents in order to sustain its recent upward trend. The price of one XRP coin has increased by 3.74% in the last 24 hours, to 51 cents. In the past 3 months, the asset has increased in value by 35.46%. Now that we've reached the end of the film, people, I just want to remind you to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't leave without subscribing and activating the bell. If you enjoyed the video, kindly hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. See you later, bye.